Hello there, and welcome to The Standpoint, another beautiful edition. And I feel beautiful, so that should tell you it's going to be a beautiful show. Well, teaching for a long time, my father used to tell me that in the olden days, the noble professions were teachers and the nurses, that every respectable man wanted to marry a nurse or a teacher. Then what happened? We started disrespecting them, calling them names and so on and so forth. But there's a new breed of teachers who are, making the profession very respectable and adding swag to the whole thing. I have two daughters who are teachers. I adopted them when I saw them. I call them teachers by choice. They love what they do, and you can see it. Listen, I tell you, irrespective of what you do it with every passion and commitment. You don't know who is watching. When I told them I wanted to put them on The Standpoint, they were shocked. I just met them. And when they were talking about teaching, I just fell in love with them. So today, we are going to meet two young ladies who believe in the teaching profession, who are doing everything they can to make the children, the pupils, the students they teach, understand that this is a respectable profession and they impact knowledge, not just teach. Well, let me say thank you to GTP. Thank you to them for this fabric. This is new style. Thank you so much to them. My dress is by Bree Radra, the Bree Radra. Thank you so much to her. And of course, my hair by Inshila GH. This is the frontal. She fixed it for me herself, but she can teach you how to do it once you buy it from her. Thank you to _glow bar for my beautiful look this evening. Thank you so much to her. And my makeup products, always by Notes Cosmetics Ghana. And Notes Cosmetics not only is it light on your face and gives you all the shades and beautiful lip glosses and so on and so forth, it also works on your skin and gives you a beautiful glow anytime you use it. And then my nails by X and Nails. We take everyone when we come back, we meet the young ladies who became teachers by choice. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. Yesterday, we put the teaching profession under the spotlight. Two young ladies who love teaching. Really? Who loves teaching these days? Do you know that me, I was sacked from teaching? Well, that's another story for another day. But welcome back to The Standpoint. Yes, teachers by choice. Two ladies who decided that this is what they want to do, and they're willing to and determined to go all out when it comes to teaching. They are delight to listen to. Well, let me say thank you to our sponsors. That's GTP. Still timeless. GTP is on Oga campaign to make sure we get original, genuine, and authentic GTP fabrics. And you can only get it from any of the accredited dealers nationwide or any wooden shop, or just do what I do. Go online, www.buygtp.com. Now listen, there are some scammers out there who tell people that you can buy GTP from them. All you have to do is to send them a Momo or mobile money and they will deliver to you. Please, it's a lie. Don't do it. Do not do it. You'll be scammed out of that. GTP doesn't do that. And when you send the money to them, these scammers, the name that will come out will be GTP, but it is a scam. Don't do it. GTP will not tell you to send money before they deliver. They will tell you where to go and get the fabric, okay? So be alert and be on the lookout. Charlie, this time, Charlie, the money no deal like that. Don't waste it. I beg you. And I also say thank you to External Balloons and Accessories. Everything balloons and accessories. And balloons are for all locations. So get in touch with them. And then we also have Marie Stopes International. And let me read their message to you today. It's about menstruation. And it says, all women know that periods are a part of life. And periods, I'm talking about menstruation, but they don't have to ruin it. If you are having difficulties with your period, Marie Stopes Clinic can help you take back control with a menstrual consultation. So talk to us now on 0800-208585. That is 0800-208585. That's for Marie Stopes. Menstruation is part of a lady's life. And hey, if we can get it to be made as simple as possible, why not? Now, let me come to my set and introduce my teachers, my beautiful teachers, right? So at my extreme left, I have Theodosia Latele Opon. She is a teacher and director for Chalk Chronicles. Welcome to the Standpoint. And next to her, I have Stella Jima Labi. She's a teacher, youngsters development consultant, and founder of Youngsters and Teachers Hub. Welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you, Mommy.
I haven't seen teachers with swag like these two. They make the teaching profession enviable. Just say when you teach a crown, I just say you don't know what's up.
Of you're missing.
Welcome to the Standpoint, and good to
see
see you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Before we continue, Mommy, we've got a surprise for you.
Okay.
Yesterday, when I mentioned that I was coming to you, I found myself in one of the schools, in one of the classrooms to inspire the young ones. And there I saw a portrait of a teacher. And the moment I saw it, I asked, who made this? And they said, David. So I was like, okay, I want to see this, David. Because aside the teaching, the other thing I do is youngsters development. And so wherever we find your interest and your passion, we try to push you. And so I asked of David, I entered the class. And there David was. And after speaking to David, I was like, David, I'm going here tomorrow. Would you want to do something for Mommy? And he was like, okay, Auntie. And as of 8 p.m. last night, David has got something nice made for you and in your
David,
yum.
come and stand in between me and Enyonyam.
Yes.
You mean the princess also
the
get
princess
to,
also
get to
was,
enjoy the shine?
Of course.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
And he used the pencil, actually.
David, you used the pencil.
Yes.
You did yourself.
Yes.
What? No, let him come and present it to me.
David.
Come and present it to me. Wow. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. Wow. And this one too.
For the princess.
The princess.
Yes.
She will say, it is Enyonyam. Wow. How old are you?
15 years.
You are 15 years.
Yeah.
This year.
When did you start doing this?
I started in class 2. When I was class 2.
That's when you started painting.
Yes.
And you did these two in less than 24 hours.
Yes.
Wow. Where do you go to school?
St. Francis RC Basics.
Where is it?
As a Shaliboche Newtown.
Asharibote, Newtown. What's your full name?
David Jade.
David.
Jade.
Okay, you take the nose mask and let's see your face so that when I see you somewhere, I can make you out. Wow. Please put your hands together for David. That is really nice.
Let me help you with one.
Hey, help me one. I'm going to put it here
Hey.
throughout the program. That's why it's going to be.
Oh, wow.
There you go. And then this one will be here.
Oh, this is lovely.
This one will be here.
Yay.
Okay. So, David, thank you so much. And I'll pay you a visit in your school one of these days, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But why did you decide to draw me? Did you know about me? Do you know me?
Yes.
Hey, where do you know me?
Enjoy Prime TV.
Don't enjoy Prime TV. Hey, thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, I'm grateful. Thank you. Wow. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
But welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
But let me find out, Theodosia, what's the Chalk Chronicles? What is it about?
So the whole idea is to throw the spotlight on the teaching profession.
Okay.
If you look at the Global Teacher Status Index, it's a sample of some countries and the respect that people have for teachers and what they think of teachers. And you know that when it comes to education, teachers are the major stakeholders, because without them, actually, we can't guide the students as to what to know. So I realized that Ghana was in there, but there were a few things that we needed to work on with the status of the teacher, the teaching profession, sorry. And so I decided to come up with the foundation and then plan out something that throws the spotlight on teachers, so that the teachers themselves will feel appreciated, will be celebrated every now and then, not just on particular days.
World Teachers Day.
Yeah.
Well, I'll come back to you about why it is you chose teaching, but obviously you are passionate about to actually form an association. Well, tell me about your organization. You are you are Youngsters Development Consultant.
Yeah.
And then the founder of the
Youngsters
and Teachers Hub.
Yeah.
What is it about?
Okay. So mine actually started 10 years ago.
Okay.
The moment I came out from college, I saw the need to see to the development of the children beyond the classroom, because I realized that they've got amazing talent in them. And one is what we have just seen in David, because our focus is always on the books. But beyond the books, what can the child do? And so I started initially, it was G's Consults.
Okay.
And when I started G's Consults, people were like, what is G's Consults? They actually thought it was my name, Jima.
Jima,
Yes. But then G's Consults was grooming youngsters, initiating stars.
Oh, grooming youngsters,
Initiating stars. Yes.
Okay.
So not my name, Jima, but it actually stood for something. And so as years evolved, I was just, moving from schools outside my school to inspire the young people to come out. And so I think it was last year or this year, I rebranded. Because anytime you mention the name, people will be like, what is it about? So I said, God, what do I do with these ideas that keep coming? And so finally, we settled on Youngsters and Teachers Hub to solely help in the development of young people and teachers as well.
But it's good. Well done. And how long have you been a teacher?
I think 11 years.
11 years?
Yeah.
But you look like 11 years yourself.
Thank you.
And how long have you been a teacher?
A decade. 10 years.
You know, when you said 10, started 10, I was looking at her. 10 years.
Yes, mommy.
Was she in class too? You've been a teacher for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly a decade.
Exactly a decade.
Yeah.
This year, 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take a break. When we come back, I'm going to find out why you decided to go into teaching and what inspired you and what goes into teaching, how far you have come, how you started. It's going to be a journey. You're going to take us through the 10 years and 11 years journey. Right, you're watching The Standpoint. We take a break. When we come back, we'll have beautiful conversation. But hey, let me say thank you to our supporters. Go-Got yogurt. As a woman, yogurt is very good for you. And if you have to go for yogurt, it has to be Go-Got yogurt. It's very low, on sugar, and some of them have no sugar. So you just know it's mainly vanilla and strawberry. And then you choose which one. It comes in these small bottles and then the gallons as well. It's by Penta Foods. Thank you to Puma Drinks and Awake Purified Mineral Water by Casapreco Company Limited. Thank you to House of Food, Auntie Vera and the team. Thank you so much. We are always grateful. Thank you to Cake Technique, Yup Cleaning Services, everything cleaning. Just call them and they will do it for you before and after, home, office, wherever. They will do it for you. Thank you to Kodam's Gifts and Stationery, everything gifts and stationery. They've got you covered. They are at Cow Lane, in Accra. And then, of course, our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Oval. This program is aired on 6 platforms. 6 platforms. Joy Prime, EBN TV, Truth TV, our Facebook page, YouTube, and of course, our website as well. So we are the program to sponsor 13 years and still going strong. Hey, so you became teachers watching me.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
We'll take a break. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint. But let me go to Facebook straight up. I have Akosia Iklima. She says, by choice. And I love it so much. I miss all my kids. And then we have Ohiniri Miss Phil Papebi. Ohiniri Miss Phil Papebi. And she follows me everywhere, you know. She's married to a chief as well, and she loves me to bits. And she says, all my life I wanted to be a nurse. Due to lack of financial assistance, I ended up being a teacher right after SHS. By God's grace, I furthered my education in education while I was still teaching. And by God's grace, I am so happy with it. Just like me. I wanted to be a land economist, then a PRO. Then I ended up being a journalist. And I asked myself, Irade, my journalist and comedian, honestly. You know, so that's it. And then we have Amadan so saying, by choice. Of course, I posted it on my Facebook, on the Standpoint Facebook page. I said, recording now, teacher by choice. Are you a teacher? Is it by choice or because of? And these are the comments I have so far. Jima.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you decide to be a teacher?
So, growing up, I saw my dad teaching.
Oh.
Yes, he's
Okay.
a retired teacher. I saw my dad, the zeal. He was all over the place. Anytime I saw him in school, he was in a secondary school. And he wouldn't sleep. Even when he's sleeping and he hears that something is happening to a child, he would just get out and then go and attend to the child. And so I was like, what is this profession that drives this man all over the place? And he was always healthy. Yes. Never was he in bed because he was sick or something. And so that was the first point of my drive.
Okay.
Yes. I wanted to be a journalist as well.
Okay.
Yes. And then a lawyer. But after in secondary school, I started when my literature teacher, Awodede, whenever she's away, I'll be teaching.
Hi.
Whenever she was away,
Yeah.
I'll teach. And so I thought that,
In secondary school?
In secondary school.
Okay.
Yes. When we have lit and she's not in, before she comes, I'm teaching. And so my friends were not surprised. My friends were not surprised when they saw that finally I'll become a teacher.
Wow. Theodosia, what is your story?
Well,
Was it initially because of, or it was the choice?
I think initially, I once visited a dentist with
Okay.
my dad, and I looked at a female dentist doing her thing, and I was so impressed. So I said, "Oh, I'll be a dentist." And then you know how the things we want to become keeps changing.
Yes, it keeps changing.
So finally, what if I informed my choice was in junior high school. I had some of my teachers, in fact, especially one, Mr. Peter Bona. He used to teach us English, but beyond class, there were so many other things he used to do for us. Being a male teacher, I was a girls' school, junior high school, boarding school.
Which school?
Ola Boarding,
Okay.
junior high school.
You went to
Cape
Ola,
Coast,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
So he used to go beyond that, making sure that we're well-rounded, holistic. He mainly was looking at us becoming Ghanaians or Africans who were working for their own country. And it was very inspiring because for some of us young people, we really were not getting teachers who go beyond the classroom, wanting to make sure that we are developed holistically. So I think that is where it started. Okay. And he was very caring, though we were a male teacher and we were girls. He could identify who was down or immediately mention your name, what is wrong with you, after class, sit with you in the staff room, interrogate and make sure you are fine. And that to me was a lot to do. And apart from that, in fact, I was a Sunday school teacher on campus where we go for camps. I'm always with the kids, and I just love them. So I was looking for an opportunity to impact young children, make sure they don't make the mistakes that the older ones have made, and more especially make sure that their lives are not wasted. Because I realized that education is the main tool that you can use to help somebody's life become more meaningful. So I chose that path, and it came with issues because my mom didn't like the idea. Because I had said I wanted to be a dentist.
It's
And
okay.
she
And now you
wanted
want to
that,
be a
yes.
teacher.
Then all of a
Teachers
sudden,
so sane.
exactly. You know, so, I mean, it was a lot of back and forth. But my dad finally said, "Well, she can be a teacher. She can go and teach in the university."
Yeah.
But I had my own ideas.
Of
I
course.
didn't want to go to the university. Actually, I just wanted a place where I could get the young people and then impact to them. Exactly.
Now, then you started teaching.
Yeah.
Did you find it to be what you thought it was? Jima?
Okay. For me, because of the drive, the fact that you wake up in the morning and you go to see these young ones, for all the schools that I've been in, some of the young ones have got issues. And so the fact that you can be a shoulder for somebody to cry on, just a word to touch somebody, and the person is all over the place. You see the person the next couple of years, and that person is doing something worthwhile. There is joy. And so I entered, and I said, this is where I want to be.
Exactly.
And so never have I retreated. I've always yearned to do more in the classroom and outside the classroom.
Theodosia? Why do I keep going? Is it Theodosia?
Yeah.
Yes,
Theodosia, I got it
yes,
right. Okay. Yes.
Well, I think there have been a number of challenges. I mean, it wasn't what you expected. But I think, like Jima said,
Starting with the salary?
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then, you know, when we started, it was manageable because there was no
You're
family.
young, yes, young
so
and all that.
It's just
yeah.
you and your salary.
You get your first pay and like,
Yes,
yeah.
you're all over the place.
Uh-huh.
So, but as you move along, you realize there's a lot more to it. Apart from that, when you have so much drive, and the children are not seeing it,
Yeah.
and you have to find ways and means to get the students to realize that there's a lot more in them than what they see. And it's not too easy because sometimes you have to go to the length and breadth. I mean, deeper with them, spend a lot more time with them. You know, sometimes you would think that it would be automatic. The students will just want to
get
learn.
it, yeah.
No, I mean, sometimes you will go and you have prepared everything, your notes, everything, and you go and nobody wants to learn. You ask all your questions, nobody's answering. You do everything, and they just want to chat. So you have to sit down and then just chat with them, and then the period is gone. But you have to fill in again for that period. So, I mean, it comes in with a number of things, but no regrets.
Have you realized that you've also learned
Yes.
on this journey of teaching
Yes.
and adopted your own strategy of it?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Yes. Coming to the bit of where her learners want to just chat, for me, the phase was not a chattable phase, of course. It is just recently that I've learned to loosen up a bit because I felt I was very hard. When it comes to laughing, you will laugh.
Yeah.
But when it comes to learning,
You're strict.
it's strict. Because I want to see you somewhere. Whether you are in a suit, whether you are at the market, whether you are on the moon, wherever you're going to find yourself, I want to see you somewhere. I want to see you independent, doing something for yourself. And so for me in the classroom, it's different. Jima outside the classroom is different. Because I felt the kind of education that I had, it made some of us lazy. Because you have come to study. The teacher will come and teach. And so it was all teacher-centered. But in the era we find ourselves, what the children know, what the young ones know, you have no idea.
Yeah.
And so I make room for a lot of group presentations. Okay, so we are working on this next week, this group, that group, that group. And so before we come to class, everybody is prepared. You present, I add on. And so it's a two-way affair. And so my time in the class have not been all smiley. It's been a bit thin. But then after being thin, we laugh, we dance. Yes, and we do all that needs to be done.
So you've grown throughout the journey.
Of course.
And have had to adapt.
Yes.
Because those children you were teaching 10 years ago, this is a
Another
different
thing,
generation.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a different
Yeah.
generation
Yes.
that they
Yes.
demand something else.
Yes.
That is how come I said now I've evolved.
Yeah.
Right.
I've changed because you can't always come with a stern face
Exactly.
and Juma is coming though. Giddy, 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 giddy.
Nobody's right.
Everybody have to settle because Juma is coming.
Okay. Your dad was called what?
Ashegu.
Ashegu. What were they calling you?
Pressure.
Pressure.
Oh, we are not going there.
How did they call you? How did they call you?
Too many names.
Yeah.
But I think one that they dared to tell me, so I know, is Woman of Steel.
Women of Steel.
Yes.
That means you're also not this.
Charlie.
Pressure.
Pressure.
But I think,
Pressure, woman of steel.
Yeah.
I tell you. But I think that when it comes to learning, we do it every day in class. Every day you keep learning, changing the strategies, how to go about. I remember there was once we were treating a topic and then I talked about something that has to do with sex and relationships. And I was thinking that, well, first years should not know so much. And then it was just an example in passing. Then I was like, oh, madam, we know more than you. Then that was like a shock to me. But when I left the class, I started thinking through it.
Yeah.
If first years know more than me, then I need to be a lot more careful because these are girls.
Yeah.
And if they know more than me, do they know what is right or wrong? So I had to start touching to the ground, get onto the ground with them, play with them, know the things they know. In fact, follow the things they follow.
Yeah.
So you can use it. Because if they are following certain things on Instagram, you also need to follow it and refer them. And because they will talk with you, they will chat with you. And it's in the classroom that you get to do the shaping. Aside teaching, I mean, sometimes they'll crack a joke somewhere. You correct them and all that. So for me, I think when I started, you know, we needed to balance studies, discipline, friendship. And of course, they thought I was too stern because I was tough on them. But they know when the limits are there.
Yeah.
They know when we'll play and all. So I think that...
You know what I'm picking up? So for you, teaching is not just coming to teach them what's in the...
syllabus?
No, not just preparing them to pass exams.
No.
You go beyond that.
Exactly.
Because from what you're telling me, I see you parenting.
Yes.
I see you counseling.
Exactly.
I see you giving psychological support.
Exactly.
I see you, being mentors,
Exactly.
guiders,
Yes.
career, and all that.
Yes.
Who sent you say you for do all these
Charlie.
things?
It's a
Who
24-hour
sent you?
job.
Who sent you to do it?
24-hour job.
Some teachers will just go do teach and come home, come and do their things and sleep. You are worrying in your bed, you are worrying about, don't you have your own family to worry about?
You know.
In fact, Mommy, the world is changing. And the kind of generation that we find ourselves, if you are not all these things that you've mentioned, if you are not going beyond just teaching and being a counselor, being a parent, being a lawyer for them, interceding every point in time,
then that's their prayer,
Yes.
you know, their past and prayer warriors as well.
You will sit down and cry that, so after all that I did, nothing came up from these children.
Yeah.
And so we have to be all these and more.
And look at what you've just done for David.
Yeah.
A boy searching somewhere.
Yes.
And because you just went to school, I don't think he knew you.
No,
you just went
we
to
met.
saw what he had
We
done.
met just yesterday.
You met just yesterday.
Yeah, I went to their school to have a chat with their final years.
And look at him. Now not only is he on TV, his work is on TV.
Yeah.
Just because one teacher decided to take.
Yeah.
Now, let me take another break. When we come back, we'll look at how they intend to inspire other young teachers to be like them. Because too many times, sometimes the parents themselves don't know any better. So it's up to you, the teacher, to help that child. So if that child is not getting it from the parent, is it possible for you, the teacher, to give that love, that guidance, that direction, that affection, that counsel to that child? Is it possible for you to give the sex education to that child? Is it possible for you to protect that child from for sexual abuse, teenage pregnancy, and all that? So teaching beyond the classroom, chalk and board.
Yeah.
Well, let me say thank you once again to our sponsors. That's GTP. Timeless. GTP is on the OGA campaign to make sure that every single GTP fabric you buy is the original one. It's original, it's genuine, it's authentic. Yeah, and you can get it from any of the accredited GTP dealers across the country. You can also buy from wooden shops or go online www.buygtp.com. Thank you to Excellent Balloons and Accessories and also Marie Stopes International. And the message is simple. All women know that periods are part of life, but they don't have to ruin it. If you are having difficulties with your period, Marie Stopes Clinic can help you take back control with a menstrual consultation. Talk to us on 0800-20-8585, and it is toll free. It is on the screens as well. And I must say thank you to all our supporters and sponsors. And this fabric is by GTP, Timeless. And of course, my dress is made for me by Brie Redua. Thank you so much. My hair by Inshallah GH. You can follow her on Instagram and on Facebook. She's Inshallah Gallery, Inshallah GH, or Laurentia Inshira Newton on Facebook. You can get in touch with her. My face beats, my makeup is by @the_global. The_global. And then my beautiful panelist makeup is by Charis Beauty Studio, also on Facebook. Makeup products, all of our makeup products, constantly by Note Cosmetics GH on Facebook and on Instagram. Not only is the makeup light on your face and gives you the natural look, it also works on your skin because of the ingredients in it. So we don't paint our face. We just polish it small and then we go. We already made beautiful by God. Mwah. Okay. Now, oh, and of course, X-Nail for my nails. Thank you to X-Nails for my nails as well. I'm so grateful to them.
Beautiful.
Okay, we take a break. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. You know, I was just enjoying the conversation so much. I nearly forgot to take a break. You know, my sponsors would have just crucified me. Well, let me say thank you to our supporters. Go Got You Got, Juice Time, 100% fruit juices. Thank you to Puma Drinks, Awake Purified Mineral Water, Yep Cleaning Services, Kodam's Gift and Stationery, everything gift and station, they've got you covered. Cake Technique. We are so grateful to all of them. Now, back to my panel. So, teachers by choice.
Yes.
Nobody sent you.
Yeah.
Nobody forced you
No.
to be.
Yes.
Do you find yourself sometimes emotionally involved? Yeah. Not in terms of, you know, like having a relationship. No. But emotionally involved where you take issues affecting some of the children too much to heart.
Yes.
Sometimes I feel I even do it too much because, you know, because you get attached to them. And for my case, I'm with them for 3 years. You have 3 years of their lives being a part of them. And you get to see
like
them.
at what level do you teach?
I'm teaching the senior high school.
Senior high?
Yes.
So you teach every
Yes, so sometimes
SHS 1, 2, 3?
Yes, SHS 2, 3.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So sometimes you find yourself getting attached to them, especially because it's a boarding house. So you're a house mistress, you play other roles. So you get to, your whole life is with them. And so whatever affects them tends to affect you. Sometimes even if you are not careful, the other ones will get you at it.
Yeah.
But you get to see some of the challenges they have. And you really want to go beyond to do something about it and make sure that they are okay. And sometimes when you're doing it, you ask yourself questions. If I
Is it
shouldn't
really
get
worth it?
too, yes, is it
Yeah.
really worth it? Should I get too close? But I think over the years, I'll do it over and over again because I've seen that it's been worth it, especially when they leave. Sometimes it doesn't even look like whatever you did worked, but
Yeah.
they leave and
Yeah.
then so many years later, sometimes they will call you or you see them and you realize that it was worth it. I mean, going overboard and help. I can give so many examples of situations where we had to come in and then help some of the girls. I remember one of such was then when it wasn't free SHS and they were paying school fees, there was one girl who had paid only her first term fees in Form 1. And she was in Form 3 and they were going to be registered for the final exam. And she hadn't paid any of her fees apart from Form 1 first term. And her parents couldn't afford it. So together with the SRC then, we came up with a Save a Scholar scheme. And then we told the girls, contribute at least.
She was brilliant, right?
She was brilliant and she had the potential. So let's do something. Then the girl said, okay, let's contribute 1 Ghana cedi at least, the whole school. And let's see if we can use it to pay up her fees. And you'll be amazed how the girls went out. And I felt it was an opportunity for them to also learn how to give. They even organized car wash for their parents when they came for visiting so they could raise some money to top up. And they were able to pay up all the fees.
Wow.
And one thing that got to me, a teacher said, after they presented the bankers draft to the girl, for the first time she saw the girl smile.
Wow.
For the first time. And hearing that alone got to me, that for all her life, this could have been something that was weighing her, but who to ask for it, I mean, what's the challenge? So, of course, sometimes we go beyond, sometimes even without knowing them, knowing their background, but just so that the child is fine, goes through the system, and it's okay.
Yeah. You know, sometimes too, we realize that some of the teachers, I mean, from my time, they only got close to the brilliant ones.
Yeah.
Those who are not so bright are ignored. You know, that's one of the reasons my husband is very passionate about, you know, education. And well, he says I should tell all of you that you should come to Idumasa to come and help. You know.
We will come and support
because-
the READ project.
Yeah, thank you. Because he has dyslexia.
Yeah.
And throughout his education here, it was horrible for him until his older ages in London. That's when he was diagnosed with dyslexia. You know, that time people didn't know, but he was called all sorts of, teachers treated him, you know, everything. And we see that happening over and over again here.
Okay. So one of the main drive of youngsters and teachers have is to make the teachers understand that the children are different. So we make them understand the individuality of the children. That the fact that this child is not good with books doesn't mean that child is not good. That child can talk, stand in front of thousands and talk, and that is that child's gift. And so we try to make teachers understand, as well as make the young ones understand, that if you didn't pass this exam, that doesn't mean that is all.
Yeah.
Because you've got something special I don't have. You've got something special that your sitting partner doesn't have. And so we are trying to push the agenda of making teachers, making the young ones understand that the children we have in the classrooms are different. And I think now with the evolutions around the curriculum and most of the things in schools, there is much emphasis on individual child other than collectively. And so now, because for me, my learners will tell you that, so because if somebody tells you wabonwa, if it's a grown up, you can tell the person in the face. So say it in your head,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Because
never dumb.
You can see what is it. Yeah.
Of course, I'm never dumb. You are dumb, and so that is what I tell for wherever I find myself. Yesterday, when I was interacting with some young people in a school, David's school, I told them that David has identified his gifts. This is where he sees himself. He's not.
Look at where it's landed him.
Of course, he's not so good with keep these things in your memory, put it down. But he can do what we call the still life drawing. As we are talking, he can just sit there and draw you.
At 15 years.
At 15 years.
Wow.
And I've got young people, one of them, she's now in a vocational school. She can, at 15, she knows how to paint nails, do makeup, a lot of things. And so we are now, things are changing. Teachers and even parents and the young ones are all understanding that if I'm not good with the books, it doesn't mean I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I've got something special.
Sure. Have you had any experience where you had to intervene between a student and a parent, where the parent is not understanding the child?
All the time.
Countless.
All the time.
You know, I think that sometimes it's because of the gap. The kind of system our parents went through, the kind of system the current students' parents also went through. And so the comparison and then even being able to guide them is quite challenging because the math, the English and all that you needed to pass in order to become who the society says you should be, we have gone past that. Now you would see people on social media who are making it, but who didn't, maybe were not too good with math or English, but are making it. So now education goes beyond, you know, it gets to the point where teachers must be really involved and help the child to identify.
And you know, Juma, just a few weeks ago, I met a teacher, Mr. Seth Abaka, and we were talking and said, okay, this is what I've noticed about Enyonyam, this, that. And I said, Mr. Abaka, sorry. Then he started laughing. He said, Mommy, it's not just Enyonyam. Her class, her whole class, all of them, their age. That is how they are. But, you know, my time is up, I know, but I can't let you go without handling this issue. How do you help the girls in their sex education? Help them identify who they are, their sexual reproductive health, and also protect them from some of the teachers, you know, and, you know, and other, you know, workers on campus, under other praise that we use. You know, how do you get, without getting in trouble with some of your mates, of your colleagues, so I beg your pardon, some of your colleagues? Theodosia.
Well, I for sex education, well, I roll with them. I'll say roll with them because I make it such that they can talk about those things, you know, in class. There are times that, especially on Fridays, when you realize that they're so tired, we pick just about 5 to 10 minutes. They pick the topic themselves. Then one person moderates and then talk about it, digest it, and then shape the parts that they are not getting right, the parts that they are thinking. You know, these days they are exposed to so many things. So many things, and so it's an opportunity. But I think that the more you get close to them, the more you get to know these things and then be able to work on them. For my case, we have days, like Sundays, where we have what we call like a house prayers, like family meeting. So you can have a pep talk.
So you are with them on campus?
Yes, I am. I am on campus with them. So we can have pep talks. You know, we talk about these things, even to the extent of how to put your sanitary towel in your panties. All those things, because I realized that we actually don't talk about them. And I realized the more you educate them on these topics, the more they are careful for themselves.
Exactly.
So you don't have
Knowledge is power.
Yes, you don't have to even confront anybody else. But I think that when it comes to praise and all that, I think these days, the praise are actually their friends. So you hardly now, because, you know, the system, the education system is, and the rules in the Code of Ethics is such that you won't even try it. I mean, there are systems that makes it difficult for you. But the people that are actually taking advantage of them are their own friends. So, I mean, because they are exposed to so many things, they end up doing so many things with their own classmates, their friends, back in maybe junior high school, at home, neighbors and all that. And a number of them are consensual. They agree to it. So it means that the main power they have is to educate them, get them to understand their body, their system, let them understand that some of them are your hormones and all that, manage it this way, occupy them. So you occupy them with other activities that will take their minds off such thoughts, activities, so that they would rather channel it to positive things for their own lives.
So quickly to add on to what Latili said, One of the things that we have been doing is hang out with the girls. And so outside of school, we hang out with them. We talk about everything. And then you let them know that the feelings is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they know the feelings is normal. So at this point, if I have this feeling in my body, Mommy says it's normal. Auntie said it's normal. Everybody says it's normal. And so I don't have to worry about wanting somebody to touch me or doing this. And so we take them through all those things, and then also how to defend themselves. How to defend yourself. If somebody wants to forcefully take advantage of you, how do you defend yourself? So if the person pushes you down, what do? You raise your leg. You use the side to kick the person's balls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. And so
I like that. Yeah, very important. Yeah.
you don't know where you're going to find yourself.
Yes.
It can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And so one way that the girls, it's happening to the boys, it's happening to the girls.
Yes,
And so we have actually moved away from only girls' business.
Right.
Now
Doing
we
both
have
boys
seen
and
that the
girls.
boys are also
Yes.
facing a lot of challenges.
Yes.
And so collectively we make them understand that the feeling is normal. And these and this and that, as she said, are the things that you can do to stay focused and then be safe from all the dangers out there.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Really proud of you. And I'm sure this is a conversation that we can have again.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I got you. But quickly, your contact, if people want to get in touch with you. With
055
Yeah.
929 0541.
Teachers Chronicles.
Chalk
Chronicles.
Yes.
Chalk Chronicles. Okay. And the youngsters.
Yeah, so
Development.
on Instagram, we are Youngsters and Teachers Hub.
Okay.
Yes. On Facebook, Abna Jimalabi.
Okay.
Yes. On YouTube, Jimalabi. And so just get in touch, 0249 886236. Let's talk about the development of your young one. Teachers, let's talk about development. And together, we move.
We move without any violence.
Yes, without any violence, without any violence.
Thank you
without
so
any
much. It's
violence.
always
you
lovely
too.
talking. It's
Yeah.
like
Thank
we've met
you.
in front of the office and
Yes.
we're chatting.
Yes, mommy, you see that thing.
Well, I have a little surprise for you. A little package
Hey.
Oh, wow.
from Nuts Cosmetics.
Oh, wow.
So they have this, palette.
Okay.
And then there's this one, for your highlights and all that.
I see.
And then there's the mascara.
Okay.
Wow.
And of course, lip gloss.
I like that one.
I know you like that one. I can see on your lip, so that's it. This is
Okay,
for
thank
you.
you, ma'am.
And this one, the same thing for
All right.
Latele.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I look forward to traveling with you to Edumasa one of these days
course,
to
of
have a
course,
workshop for the
Sure,
children.
sure,
Yes. And we are grateful to all those, especially Old Mutual, for helping us to, renovate the library. And all those who are contributing to, we are so, so grateful. Please, 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 please. Christmas is almost around the corner. Just some few weeks to Christmas. Please, Happy Feet is on. Happy Feet. A brand new shoe for a child up to 16 years in the rural communities. Please, 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 please. The number to call 0543 618182. 0543 618182. If you want to send us mobile money, it's the same number, 0543-618182. And you have to reference Happy Feet. Thank you so much. I'll be back with a bit of me. I remember my days at GBC. There was a time that they say, hey, GBC is now Gifty TV. GTV has become Gifty because Gifty is doing everything. She's everywhere. And I kept asking people that I'm a journalist. I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm a TV presenter. And coming here then, what should I do? Should I go and work at a hospital? Listen to me. Irrespective of what you do, take it World Cup. Own it. Sometimes you may get there accidentally, but you may find yourself loving it. the passion, the commitment, the loyalty, the focus, determination with which you apply to whatever you're doing may open greater doors for you. Maybe whatever you are doing now doesn't pay much, but invest in yourself. How you present yourself, how you look, how you speak, how you act, how you relate. It all brings something and draws people to you. And indeed opens great doors. So never feel like, oh, me, I've been tasked to just sweep, so I'll just sweep. No. You can sweep and mop and make the place smell nice. You can always go beyond what you're doing. And you'll be rewarded for that. Even if the person you're doing that for does not reward you, you'll be shocked. Your next move, you will need it. Everything that we do on this earth is connected somehow. Nothing is wasted. Mistakes are okay. Failures, okay. Regrets, all right, don't worry. They will all end up making you that strong, empowered, determined, successful woman that you will become in future. So girl, woman, sister, daughter, hey, move. Keep moving. Keep doing your best. Keep going beyond what you are paid to do. Let people call you names. Yeah, as they see, they will see you shy. Be proud of what you do. Own your space. Take your place. Cleaner, I told some group of Kaya years quite recently, if it's just one dress, just wash it and look okay. Check if it's just one jeans you have as a teacher. Keep it clean so that the student will think the ish thing is to wear just one jeans. You rock it with style. I told you before, when I started wearing GTP clothing, I had so many. When I started wearing beads, I was called a fetish priestess. Now, there are beads named after me. Well, I am a daughter of God, and I have grown into this amazing woman with super crazy faith in God. But you know what? God has given us wisdom. Let's apply it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. And remember, keep rocking your space. Bye for now.